Nos vamos a
Hi,
encargar
everyone.
de que esa matanza jamás se olvide. Que toda la gente cuando vea ese cuadro, los familiares, los amigos, sepan que ese día llenó de sangre la historia.
Hi, Auntie Raquel. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Great. Yes, wonderful. You look great.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Wish I have some curls like yours.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Hi, Auntie Elizabeth. Can you hear me okay?
How many are joining in?
Well, on this side of the panel, it's going to be myself mostly presenting. It's yourself as a guest speaker. It's Mrs. Elizabeth Reagan as a presenter. And then as admin, I also have Christina as well, Ate Christina, helping out.
Oh, there she is. She there? Oh, okay. Hi. Thank you for all your reminders.
Oh, you're welcome, Auntie. I'm glad you can join us.
Well, I'm glad too. You know.
Yeah, on the other side, since we're on the panel side, on the audience side, we'll be able to see them through the chat, I believe. So if you're looking at your chat screen, you're able to see. And it looks like we do have about 8 people on that side as well.
Very good.
Or 4 people currently. So we'll give it some time, and maybe in 5 minutes we'll start.
Sure, yeah. Are you at home then, Arthur?
I am kind of. I'm in my second home now. It's over here in South City, so it's cold. Although it's sunny, but it's definitely different. How is it over in Livermore? How is the weather?
It's fine. Usually we get the Bay Area wind around this time, so it's just some wind.
Yeah. It's not as windy as it's been. I was there yesterday, so
yes, right.
A couple of days ago, it's very windy.
And yesterday I had my book club, and we decided to meet in a park in Livermore, and it was a little cold.
Yeah.
And I was the discussion leader. So anyway.
Oh, interesting. What book were you reading?
We finished Belgravia, who is the same author as Julian Fellows of Downton Abbey. Yeah, the series.
Wow.
Yeah. Victorian age, costume, decoration, lots of people. So I have to make a family tree chart.
Oh, wow.
To follow all the characters. Yeah.
Wow, there's that many people in there, huh? I would imagine that's difficult to write, having so many characters to keep up.
I know, and he has to do all these entanglements.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The drama of it all.
All right. Yeah.
All right, let's see. What time is it? 4:04? Maybe in 1 more minute, we'll start here.
That's okay.
I will say welcome to everyone in the audience. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Livermore Fil-Am Scholarship Award event 2021.
Yes.
We are here now.
Yep.
Are you okay, here we go. Yeah, Elizabeth Reagan.
Elizabeth is not available to join us today, unfortunately. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
But there's a video of her. Yeah. So
yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. So. But yeah, she will not be able to speak, but I think you do have the video that she sent, Arthur?
I do have the video. So
okay. All right. Yeah.
We'll be able to view that and listen to some words of wisdom. I was able to see and hear that. And it's there are some parts that are low audio. So we'll have to pay attention or turn up your volume for those parts.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, great. It's 4:05. Welcome, everyone. Hi, how is everybody? How's your day been? It's online, so it's interesting because we can just be at a restaurant eating and then all of a sudden go on Zoom. And it's like we live these double lives now in 2021. It's really interesting. Being on the event side, you can have a lot more events and events that reach all over the world nowadays, which is amazing. So I'm really glad to be able to be here and present Livermore Fil-Am Scholarship Awards. You know, this is far reaching, and, you know, we're going to also put this on YouTube after. So I know that, you know, it will be there for time immemorial as well. In any case, my name is Arthur Barinque. Welcome everyone to the online Livermore Fil-Am Scholarship Event 2021, where we celebrate the accomplishments of young Filipinx-Americans graduating high school seniors that are from Livermore, California. I am Arthur Barinque, once again, a cultural and artistic ambassador in the Tri-Valley and Bay Area. An overview of today's event. Livermore, well, we will get into a small prayer to start us off. Chelsea Warner will sing the Philippine and American national anthems. I have videos of that. Next, we will have our guest speakers, esteemed Mrs. Raquel Holt and Elizabeth Reagan. And then we'll have some dance performances from Livermore Fil-Am, some previous dance performances, one from 2015 and one from 2019. Then we'll get into the scholarship presentations for the following students: Viodin Soriano, Ronel Vasco, and Destiny Sierra Llano. New this year is the Crisanta Gallardo Legacy Scholarship, which will be presented to Jeremy Barinque. And now I will get into a small prayer. I was going to ask our president, Cherry Marcello, to lead a prayer. I don't see her on the panel side, so I will do my best to lead a prayer. I'll take a moment to breathe and thank the Lord. Thank you, God, for the opportunity to be here right now in good health as we are in a pandemic. Thank you to all those who are on this side and have made it through here in 2021, May 22nd. Thank you so much for this life, Lord. Thank you for the opportunity to sacrifice, to give up part of ourselves for community, give up part of ourselves for the youth and the future, give up part of ourselves, if not all of ourselves, to you, Lord, so that we may be in your blessings, in good health and in good spirits, in happiness and joy, and giving to all. Thank you, Lord. Bless us today and bless this event and bless us always and everyone in the world. May there be much love and happiness all around. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, as we move on, I will bring up the videos of the national anthems. First, we'll start with the American national anthem. Oop, that's not it. Let's go to stop. Can you all see Chelsea on?
Yes.
There is an image here, but was she one of the scholars before?
She was a previous scholar.
Yeah, and she said that she was going to major in music.
Yes.
I remember, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Bayang magiliw, palos ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nanginingning, ang bituin at auraw niya kailan pa'y magdidiling. Lupang ang araw ng luwahapit pagsita, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
That's really interesting that the audio played, but not the video, although I saw it on my end. Would you guys like to try again?
Well, we did see the national anthem,
Yeah.
US, but not the one from the Filipino national anthem.
That's really interesting. It works like that. I'll move forward and we can upload all the videos like we did last year as well onto the Fil-Am Facebook website. If you haven't been on Fil-Am Facebook, please go to Livermore Fil-Am, add them. In any case, yeah, I'm really surprised is not the word. It's more like I'm really proud of Chelsea because I feel like she's grown as a singer and in her musicality and her presentation as well. She's just more refined and definitely more, I guess, maybe some of the kids would say finessed. So she just has she just is overall growing, and you can tell in her videos and in the way she sings. It's amazing. So I'm really thankful that she took the time to do the anthems for us once again, and just be able to present once again. It's a blessing, and it's so good. She's so good. I can't wait till I don't know if we'll get her next year, but you know, next year if she presents, man, it might be even better. And this year is amazing. She's been amazing. Next up is our guest speaker, Elizabeth Santos Reagan. I'm going to bring up her video, but before I do, I want to read her bio. And she was actually one of the first scholarship awardees years back. So it's amazing how everything comes full circle all the time. And I think she touches on part of that in this video as well, which I'll go ahead and talk about at the end here. Elizabeth Santos Reagan graduated from Granada High School in 1973, and she was voted the most likely to succeed. I feel like she has. She received a Livermore Fil-Am scholarship, like we said, and she went to UC Berkeley, got a bachelor's in business administration, 1977. She became a CPA for Arthur Anderson Tax, went to JD Harvard Law School, 1987, started working for an international law firm, Baker and McKenzie, Bain and Company, which is an international management consulting firm, and then started her own business, self-proprietorship, and had a big roster of tax clients. I'm so thankful that she's able to speak to us today and took some time out of her busy schedule, I'm sure, to provide some insight into the future for the youth. And I will share this screen. Hopefully we'll be able to see her in the video. Can you see?
Yes, there's an
on screen.
Yes. I can see her picture.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Now, I said earlier that the audio might cut out a little bit. So if you can, please turn up your volume on your laptops or whatever device you're viewing on so you can hear her properly.
Okay. Hi, I'm Elizabeth Santos Reagan. Welcome to the Scholars and congratulations. I'm here to tell you that the world is crazy and zigzagging. You're actually going into a great time to be part of that change and to seize your moments. Because anytime there's chaos, there's going to be a lot of businesses, corporations, and governments have very latently realized what has happened with all the inequalities in the world today, and especially amongst the races in the United States. So here are my strategies for helping you enjoy your years in college and yet take advantage for all that it's going to offer. Get to know your professors. Get out of your comfort zone. Seek those internships. Don't be shy about striking up conversations and presenting yourself well and having more than passion. Have some strategies so you know where you're headed. Because you can't, unless you have an action plan, it ain't going to happen. So believe me, it's going to be wonderful for you. And I have such high hopes. And I know I'm going to be reading about you guys. It'll be fantastic. Go to it. Grab all your chances. Grab all the opportunities you're going to be given and make the best of it.
I love that. Thank you, Elizabeth Santos Regan. You know, she talked about staying connected, and I mentioned coming full circle. And so both of those things are pretty much, you know, they're synonyms for each other. They're very similar, where if you're connected to your community, it always comes full circle. You always come back and you give back. That's just beautiful sentiment to say. And also to just grab everything. She's a go-getter. So, you know, for the youth, go get it. Right now, this time in your life, you can have anything you want. It's an interesting statement.
I like
But
that.
it's true. There's so much youth and vitality in you that you can do so many things before the rest of life happens. And so if you want to do something, definitely go do it. Don't be scared to do that. It's wonderful. Next up, I'm going to play some performances from Livermore Fil-Am. And let me share the screen. Can you see the Bulaklakan?
Yeah, can see it.
Yes, yeah.
Great. I'm gonna full screen it.
we're going to have to. So we can call on.
I do want to mention that that was 2015. That was a performance at the Livermore. Oh, we're just going to play. Oh, excuse me. That was a performance at the Livermore Public Library in 2015. And so it's interesting to note that there was only 4 dancers at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and here we are in 2019 in this next video where we have 6 dancers, but on top of that, we've had numerous youth performances and we've had more than a dozen dancers at one point as well. So it's really nice to see the growth happen and knowing that growth takes time as well. It's not just, you know, all of a sudden an explosion, but it's nice to see that growth happen and to see that, you know, those performances. Next up is the Livermore Fil-Am dance in September of 2019. Wow.
Costumes
That
are,
was amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
costumes
everyone
are
was so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful
Mhm.
costumes. Where was that?
That was at the St. Michael's Fall Parish Festival, I believe, for 2019.
Yes.
I wasn't there, and I actually haven't seen that video in its entirety. It's amazing to watch the footage and see the steps and the coordination. That takes a lot to do, and there are probably tons of stories in regards to just that dance alone. But knowing what I know and the facilities we use to practice and all of that, it's really amazing that we're able to put on a performance like that. You know, that's really special. And it's so amazing to see, and I congratulate each and every dancer for doing all of that. You know, that's pretty amazing to see. I'm really glad that I actually chose that video. I didn't know, I just kind of chose. But it was nice to see, you know, 2015 to 2019, and then also the up leveling of costumes, of people, of just everything production wise. That's pretty fantastic.
Right.
Takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. So next up, we have Mrs. Raquel Holt as our second guest speaker. She's been with us this whole time, but I do want to read your biography and then formally introduce you. We have Raquel Holt. She is a retired teacher of the Livermore School District. She taught English language development to immigrant students who needed to learn English. She also taught choral music in Granada High School and Livermore High School. A graduate of the University of the Philippines, she taught music in Ramon Magsaysay High School in Quezon City. On full scholarship, she earned a master's degree in music education from Illinois Wesleyan University. And then upon returning to the Philippines, she taught music education to teachers at Silliman University in Dumaguete. Sorry, I'm reading off of my phone. Dumaguete. Dumaguete City. In Negros Oriental. She is a founder of Livermore Valley Opera, a 30-year-old opera company that currently performs at the Bankhead Theater. Raquel, welcome. Welcome, Auntie, and thank you.
Thank you. Well, I need to add that for many years, I was the chairperson of the Fil-Am Scholarship Committee, and currently is now the advisor of the group. So, it is an honor to be part of the special program, and even a greater privilege to have the opportunity to congratulate our 2021 Fil-Am scholars, Biodan Soriano, Ronel Vasco, and Destiny Yano. I also would like to congratulate the honorable mention recipients. And I just now found out from Arthur that his son is also a recipient of a special grant from Mrs. Gallardo. So you all have demonstrated how highly motivated, imaginative, caring, and thoughtful you are of things affecting not only your life, but also that of others. And for these, we, your family, friends, teachers, the greater community, are very proud of you. You are an inspiration to other Fil-Am students as well, who have the aspiration to be scholars also. And for us adults, we are encouraged to see a brighter future in our society. One that I would like to impart to you as you move on is urge you to define your life theme. Yes, your life theme. Ask yourself, What is it that I care deeply about and stand for? How can I help myself and others? When you begin to visualize what you care deeply about, it will help tremendously in making your choices and making decisions. There shall be times when you might stumble. Consider them as teachable challenges and learn from them. Continue being inspired and energized and use your talents and skills to make your vision a reality. You can sense which door to enter when opportunities are opened to you. And why is this so? You may want to ask yourself. Because they are aligned with what you care about and what you stand for. At the end, this is what gives you a sense of fulfillment. At the end, this is what will make you happy. Again, congratulations and best wishes to you. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Mrs. Holt, Auntie Raquel.
I love it when you call me Auntie.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm going to continue to do that then.
Like Tito,
you know,
Tito and all that, right?
I actually have the honor of doing something else that you may not know right now. I want to say thank you for being a presenter today and a guest speaker. And those words of wisdom are something that I think not just the four that you mentioned, but all youth can adhere to. Is to really define themselves through what they care for. You know, oftentimes it's may be hard for some people to find out what they really care about, or they may be even scared of caring, of, you know, that it's too much or they're not worthy of it. But I think you give them great hope and courage to do that, you know, and you've done that throughout time here in the community. You're such a fixture, having started Livermore Valley Opera, which is a strong, you know, company that has been here for over 30 years. It's amazing. And also being part of the scholarship committee for so long and giving your time and dedication to not just the overall community, but specifically to Livermore Fil-Am. And in doing so, we'd like to present you with an award.
Oh, this is a surprise.
Yeah. I currently don't have it physically, but I have it on my phone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it to you on my phone, but I'll read it out loud. Oh. And I do want to say thank you on behalf of Livermore Fil-Am and on behalf of the Livermore community, because you're so cared for by so many people, because you've given so much to others. And I know this, I've known this since I was little, because you taught me as well when I was little. So thank you so much. And this award is from Livermore Fil-Am Organization for outstanding leadership on the scholarship committee and 30 years of dedicated service. I'm gonna just hold it up. I know it's like a bright screen.
Yes.
Like that.
Oh, I see my name. Well, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I just feel very, very honored. Very honored. Thank you, Arthur. And thank you to the Fil-Am organization. All right.
We're honored that you are in our presence. Thank you so much for all your time and energy. And yeah, we'll be in touch about it being dropped off physically, no contact, you know, the whole
we're beginning to ease up and opening. So there's much hope ahead.
There is. Okay. next up, I'm going to get into the scholarship awards. I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here for the youth. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the videos. But I do want to, once again, talk about the youth that received the scholarships. So in first place is Fiodin Soriano from Granada High School. Second place is Ronel Vasco from Livermore High School. And third place is Destiny Sierra Llano from Granada High School. I'm gonna play their videos and then talk about them a little bit after. So here goes the share screen again. Can you all see Fiodin?
Yes, yeah.
Is there supposed to be music with it or no?
No.
Okay, all right.
My name is Fiodin Soriano, and it is my honor to have been awarded first place in the Livermore Filipino-American Scholarship. Congratulations to all scholarship winners this year. Anyway, here's a few things about myself. I am currently a senior at Granada High School, and next year, I will attend UC Irvine as a computer science major. Afterwards, I hope to pursue a career in software development and possibly video game design. I've already looked through the UC Irvine clubs and organizations, and was very glad to see that there was a Filipino club, so I'll definitely check it out. Anyway, here's a reading of the essay I wrote for the Filipino-American Scholarship. I take pride in my Filipino heritage despite being born in America. I speak fluent Tagalog at home, and whenever my parents told me stories about their former lives in the Philippines, I felt like I could listen to them for hours. They've told me about their family, childhood friends, the street food, and even the gigantic shopping malls. Despite having never been there myself, I could visualize the tropical beauty and splendor of the Philippines. One day, I hope to visit and experience it all for myself. But in the meantime, I am grateful that I still know many Filipinos growing up in the US. Since my parents migrated before I was born, I've never met most of my relatives who reside in the Philippines. However, we met Filipinos around the Bay Area, and we've grown very close, and they are like family to me. We come together for parties and enjoy Filipino food, whether spaghetti, Bicol Express, pancit, lumpia, and more. And I particularly enjoy the desserts, especially bibingka, kuchinta, and of course, ube ice cream. And every New Year's Eve, we attend the biggest Filipino party of all. I have so many fond memories of celebrating New Year as a kid by trying to collect as many coins as possible that the adults would throw on the ground after the New Year countdown. But still, my Filipino heritage means much more to me than partying with friends and good food. It has also shaped the way I interact with society and my personality as a whole. My parents stressed the importance of respecting our elders. They also passed on to me the importance of Christianity and loving Jesus. And finally, I saw the beauty of Filipino unity. Throughout my life, I have always seen Filipinos banding together and supporting each other. Such Pinoy pride is quite inspiring to me. I want to be the kind of person who takes pride in the accomplishments of my family, my friends, my schoolmates, my coworkers, instead of focusing solely on my own. Overall, my Filipino heritage has shaped my life in more ways than I can count, and I am eternally grateful for all the life lessons and traditions I've learned. Now that I'm heading into college, I know that my life will change drastically from here. But one thing will never change. I am a Filipino. Ang aking pamilya, mga kaibigan, at ang Diyos ay nasa isip ko araw-araw. No matter how far I will go in life, I will never forget my Filipino roots. Thank you.
I'll clap.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm really proud of Fiodin. You know, he really epitomizes, and his family epitomizes what a family unit, a strong family unit, you know, here in America. Being immigrants and being the firstborn here, but still, and having roots here and also connections to back home, you know. I'm so proud of Fiodin. I remember Fiodin, actually, I was a room parent for him back in 4th grade. So I remember little Theoden. And
Wow.
so I'm really proud of him growing up and just seeing he's always been like that. Very mabait and like just amazing in that way. You know, he's a good kid, and I'm really proud that he got 1st place and that he got a scholarship award, and he represents Livermore Fil-Am in that way. It's really special to see him grow. Once again, full circle. Next is Ronel Vasco, who got 2nd place. I will share screen for that.
Hi, my name is Reno Vasco. Currently, I'm a senior at Livermore High School. I'm going to be graduating this June. And I played football throughout my freshman, sophomore, and junior years until COVID hit. And recently, I won an academic award for a GPA of above 3.7 for the past 3 academic grading periods. And I lived in Livermore my whole life, and high school was one of the biggest life-changing experiences I ever underwent. I got to meet many people along my high school journey, which changed me for the better. And I plan to attend UC Santa Cruz in the future, and I'm looking forward to getting my future degree within computer sciences. Currently, I'm wrapping up my high school career and making the best of these final moments, spending them with childhood friends. I'm now going to read you my essay titled Being a Filipino-American and Living with Its Expectations. Sadly, due to time limitations, I'm not able to read all of it, but I shall read you the most important part. I should now address another issue I faced as a Filipino-American, that being the slight racism that we Asians face in these United States of America. Although I'm not implying that I've been racially targeted, thank God that Livermore is a welcoming place, I still think it's a depressing fact that Asians in these states can and will be targeted by individuals that feel that their racism is just. With COVID-19, I think I can factually state that the hate crimes I have seen enacted on my fellow Asians has increased, and it's disgusting to see. Why must we be discriminated against? What have we Asians done to deserve the hate that we receive on the street? How does society justify the acts of violence enacted on our elders? I find the America that we live in to be such a confusing place. How can some Americans act out of hate? We Asians contribute to society. We provide the nail salons that many go to, provide the restaurants that families and friends eat at, and even work the smaller jobs that society does not recognize. And yet there are still individuals that feel that it is their birthright to discriminate because their race is better. Being a Filipino-American has taught me that we Asians must stick together because the world, although more progressive than ever, still has a deep-seated racism of the past, just more hidden and more secretive. I pray America will become a true homeland of equality where racists are punished by society and individuals can feel safe to express themselves without fear of being harassed or attacked. I feel that this essay may be upsetting to read or hear, or maybe it's too real for some, but I speak out of truth. In the end, I think the younger and older generations can put their faith in the Filipino-American family, which will protect and comfort each other. To be Filipino-American means to understand both the Western and Eastern ideals and to come to peace between the two of them. To be Filipino-American means to understand the latent racism surrounding each one of us. To be Filipino-American means to be part of a group of Asians that had ancestors that worked their damn hardest to get us here. Perhaps in my lifetime, I will truly understand what it means to be Filipino-American. But until then, I will keep growing and maturing until I finally understand that. That's my essay. Thank you for listening.
Noah really touched on some topics with that one, and I think that we see that definitely being played out socially, you know, and it's amazing because he speaks of it and he's going to be the one to change it too. You know, you could see the passion in his speech, and that's only part of his essay. He has a very longer essay. and he touches on many topics from personal to, societal. But he's a very passionate individual, and you can see it and you can hear it. And so I am also encouraged by it. I feel like more hope and more faith in hearing him speak his truth, that he cares so much about, and that he talks it. And so that is inspirational. And I'm really thankful that he did that, and that we're able to present that here and able to honor him with an award for that. That's really special. On to our third awardee. It's going to be Destiny Sierra Llano, and I will share screen.
Hello, my name is Destiny Sierra Llano, and I am a graduating senior from Granada High School. I will be attending Las Positas College for the next 2 years, and afterwards will be attending a university that offers both Filipino and Japanese studies. I hope to one day become an English or science teacher and will hopefully adopt many children in the near future. So growing up as a Filipino American, one should be able to strive forward with their path in sight, full of joy and hope stemming from a young age. And I did, but also didn't. And I can't quite remember the path I took to become isolated from my ethnic roots, but it happened. Living in America was enough to make me understand how privileged I was after the tumultuous work my Lolas, Lolos, Titas, and Titos had put in to just land a job, especially in California. Christina Miranda, my mother, had fought her way into the real estate industry, but later on opened up a care home where we were originally supposed to live, along with my 2 other sisters. It was a hasty decision to make, but the income had benefited our living situation, and my sisters and I ended up having to stay with our grandma during our early years of age. Even though grandmothers are often referred to as Lola, we always call our grandmother Nana, and we still do, because my mother claimed that she raised us more than she had, and it was really true. I have had hardly any of my happiest memories shared with my mother compared to Nana. From a young age. It was as soon as we wake up, she'd tell us to get ready before we head to the park, walking and walking with my head blank from the outside world's troubles. I'd often think it was the greatest time of my life, just running around, screaming, going up and down slides, playing on the monkey bars, or picking up BB gun pellets, or even just holding my hand with Nana. I never asked about the burdens I'd have to face, and I was just never aware where my mother would be for a whole day, but it was something I had to accept. The start of school, the stress of religion. It had taken a long time to really pay attention to what my peers were going on about. And I often faced challenges talking to people about what I really did in my free time. I'd tell them I went to the park, and they would go on about a new Wii system. The next day, I tell them, I got a new Wii too. I didn't, but I had people to talk with. I ended up becoming a part of my lives. And the more I did, the less I began to really think about who I was as a person or where my roots came from. And it continued on throughout my years of education. I started to distance myself from Nanai, deeming my studies to be more worth my time. And the only time I really connected with my family was through church services twice a week. I wish I had someone to talk to about how I spent my free time, or about the Philippines, or just about myself. There wasn't anything to go by in history books that really covered the Philippines, and there weren't any books growing up about experiences being a Filipino American in America. And I really want that to change for the kids that are struggling with their ethnic identities in the future. So thank you for listening.
That was also amazing. I think that I don't want to lump them up because they all deserve their own, congratulations. But I think that there's a thread between everyone when it comes to identity and what they go through, and mental health too, right? That's come up a lot here as we've been in COVID times as well, especially for the youth. I do think, once again, and I'm encouraged by them just talking and speaking it out and saying, this is what I went through, instead of bottling it up perhaps and just moving on to the next thing. I think that they're very courageous in the fact that they express their feelings and they express themselves. That as well gives me a lot of hope. I'm really proud of all the kids, just being able to do that. And, even for myself, I wasn't able to do that growing up. So that's really shows that the youth really have the future at hand. They're able to just move forward.
I totally agree with you. There's so much honesty in them and just sincerity. And I look at their academic achievements. It's just really impressive. But beyond that, they act so mature in their outlook in life. And I thought that Ronell went even beyond the border of family and school, and has great awareness of trending issues happening in our society. And he was very, he strongly had a feeling for that. And that's quite impressive from our youth. And so, as you said, we can count on them, and our future is brighter because of them.
Yes, I agree. Absolutely agree. You said it so eloquently. It's definitely a good time. And circling back again to what our first guest speaker, Mrs. Regan, said, is that, in tumultuous times, in times of upheaval, there's great change, but great goodness happening too. She mentioned in her video that through these times, there's going to be some greatness that will come of it. And we're seeing that in our youth. Okay.
I definitely agree with both of you. And I really appreciate the words of wisdoms that both of you are saying. And one thing that I am also encouraged by is just the amount of resilience that these children have. Yes. How much resilience that they have to dealing with all the challenges that they're facing, in being a youth these days. And so I'm really encouraged by seeing that. And I know they'll definitely succeed.
Yeah, I will take it one step further and say, and that is because of the sacrifice of the nanais and tatais, the aunties, the titos, the lolas, the lolos. Right. I think that because kids are sponges, they're still sponges as teenagers. They don't think they are. They think they're cool, but they are still sponges, and they pick up on the kinds of sacrifices that parents and aunts and uncles and grandparents have had to do and deal with, and I think they look at it maybe internally or even subconsciously and say, oh, we're going to make it better, and so they act like it, and it's really encouraging and inspiring. It's amazing.
True. That's
yeah. Okay. I'm like tearing. Last up is the Crisanta, and this is the first time we've done this, so let me prepare my speech here. The Crisanta Gallardo Legacy Scholarship. For the first time in Livermore Fil-Am's history, the Crisanta Gallardo Legacy Scholarship is being awarded through the generosity of an anonymous donor. $1,000 was donated in memory of Mrs. Crisanta Gallardo, the first female, she's the first and she's female, president of the Livermore Filipino-American Organization from 1977 to 1979. This scholarship is based on the graduating seniors' volunteer hours with the Livermore Fil-Am organization, prior to the COVID-19 years. It's interesting that we say years because it's been longer than a year. It's wild. We're happy to present the Crisanta Gallardo Legacy Scholarship to Jeremy Barinque for donating his time and talent to learn and perform Filipino folk dances such as the suble and the tinikling, and his effort coordinating during the Filipino Barrio Fiesta at the Bankhead Plaza, the Filipiniana, Flores de Mayo, and the St. Michael's Parish Fall Festival, and other events throughout the community. And now I will share screen.
How old is your son?
He is 17.
So he'll be graduating then, huh?
He is graduating in 2 weeks now.
Mm.
I have some words about that too. I'll say after.
The Fil-Am event in memory of my mom, Crisanta Gallardo, and she always supported and encouraged her supported higher education, and she also encouraged her grandchildren, you know, to fund their college education, and so my mom was always being very generous to everyone, including all her friends and stuff. So in honor of my mom and the Legacy Fil-Am Association, here's her certificate of being a really good Fil-Am recipient. And
thank you so much.
Your scholarship.
Okay, take a picture. One, two, three. Okay, let's take a picture with you with just you with our award. Okay.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
I don't see the video on our end, Arthur.
That's right.
Oh, you didn't see the video?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it did that thing again, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll upload that to the Fil-Am Facebook. Once again, Livermore Fil-Am on Facebook. I just want to say how proud I am of him. Obviously, I'm his parent, but also I'm really proud and honored to have a child that is the sweetest thing on earth. He's such a sweet boy, and he always will be. It's like I mentioned, you know, they're sponges, and I had the honor of, you know, raising a child that has in him community. You know, he is based in community, loved by community, and loves his community. There's so many examples. It's interesting because he actually won a state award as an 8th grader for his display of community and helping others. He won that at was awarded that, you know, at his 8th grade graduation, because he was always helping teachers and his classmates. So I can take a little bit of credit as a parent, but I really am just thankful that I was blessed with someone that has in them this big heart to give. And it just made sense that, you know, he received this award, not just once, but twice. Like I said, he had it in 8th grade. So I know that also moving forward, it's going to be something that he gives to the world. And I know that it's something that all of these kids give to the world as well. You know, we're seeing them talk about their truth, you know, having courage to talk about that, talk about family and how much respect they have for them, and talk about like their mental health and, you know, their observations, and still want to give. and still give. It's amazing. And I just want to congratulate all of the winners today. The 2021 recipients of the Livermore Fil-Am scholarships. Big round of applause for that. I'll clap. You know, it's amazing because I know that the future is bright, and I keep saying that. I've been saying that for years and years, but today really showed me that the future is bright because we've done our part, you know, as parents, as aunties and uncles, Lolas and Lolos. We've done our part, and we're really blessed that the youth, our future, has picked up on some of the things that we've given them that are not just Wii's or not just cars or anything like that, but really Filipino values, you know, of community, of respecting your elders, of getting along. I'm really thankful that we're able to give that and that the youth are receiving it in that way. And I've seen it, like I said, I knew Fioden in 4th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, like, and to see him shine at this age, it's still the same shine from when he was that young, you know? So it's really, really, really humbling. It's quite amazing. I will play their presentation videos now, and let me know if you see it.
We'll let you know.
Apparently you could hear it, but I couldn't see it. I'm so sorry for that. Here we go. Can you see the photo?
You can see it.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Great.
Good morning. Magandang umaga. It is our great pleasure from the Livermore Filipino-American Organization to hereby grant the first place scholarship award to Fiodon Soriano for the year 2021. Congratulations, awarded to you too, Fiodon Soriano. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, with family. With the family. Can I? Yeah, come here. Family first. And then we'll join later. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then
Let me know if you can see Ronell's presentation. Can you see it?
No.
Don't see anything.
I will.
Naintindihan ka ba nung natin, scholar natin?
Okay.
Good morning. Naimbaga bigatyo amin. That's Ilocano.
Ilocano. There's no video.
Yeah.
Livermore Filipino-American Organization.
Can you see it?
Grant
okay. There you go.
Ronel Vasco.
I will go to the beginning.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Naintindihan ka ba nung natin, scholar natin?
Okay.
Good morning. Naimbaga bigatyo amin. That's Ilocano.
Ilocano.
Okay. Livermore Filipino-American Organization hereby grants to Ronel Vasco 2nd place scholarship award this day, May 22, 2021. Congratulations, Ronel.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I'll just, that's a different one?
Okay. Once you're ready, we can take pictures.
Okay. And we're also awarding you the $750,000 scholarship, second place, divided by 1,000. Congratulations.
Okay, can you hold it? Can you hold your hand?
Show it. And then you can take your
Okay,
mask too.
1, 2, 3.
You can take your mask off too, because they're vaccinated, both of them.
You can take off your mask. Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
For souvenir.
Souvenir, yeah.
It's gonna go in Zoom. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, tayo naman sinabi to
That's very nice. Very nice. That's cute. That was cute. Yeah. So when was this, and where did it happen? What place?
So each of the presentations were actually this morning, video recorded on the iPhones and then sent over, and then I quickly arranged them.
In someone's backyard or in a park, or?
I'm not quite sure. I think
we went to each of their homes, Auntie Raquel. Yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And we presented it at each of their homes.
Very nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was nice to see how excited all the families were.
Yes.
Our last one is going to be Destiny Ciara's. Okay. Let me know if you see and hear this one as well.
Yes.
You see it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
You want to make up her Good morning. It is our great pleasure from the Livermore Filipino-American Organization Incorporated to award Destiny Gallardo third place scholarship award and a $500 cash. Congratulations.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Good job. Got caught in the glasses. It got caught in your glasses. Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Great. Nice. Okay.
Very nice. Good.
Okay, well, that was their presentations. That was done this morning in person. And that brings us to the conclusion of this program. You know, I'd like to say a few words. Actually, if you'd like to say a few words, Auntie Raquel, or, you know, Ate Christina. Well, if not, I'll go on.
Yeah, just to say that it's been really a joy to watch and hear you talk, and watch the presentation, which is the highlight and a great central mission of the Fil-Am organization is recognition and honoring our students. Yeah. So, thank you.
Yeah, I know that I only realized this right now as you spoke, but it really is one of the central missions, if not the central mission. It was something that even myself growing up here in Livermore, something that I strive for. and I knew that my mom was part of the organization as well. And, you know, it was a big deal for her. So I know that throughout all these years, it was really, it's always been, you know, a main focus of the organization. Yeah. Is there something that you'd like to say about Auntie Crisanta? Is there something that you remember about her that kind of pertains to the Legacy Scholarship? Just her dedication, maybe, and her as a president?
Are you asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Really, not much, because I don't think that I was a part of the organization when she was a leader of the organization. No, but what I remember was that the caroling that we had at her house, she was just so generous as a host. And there's always this the hot soup, the sotanghon, that she prepared, and we look forward to that, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So they're very warm, and she and her husband then, right?
Yeah. Well, that really speaks to, because I know that in the video her daughter was mentioning how generous she was. That really speaks to how generous of a heart she has. Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Certainly.
Yeah. Well, as I said, this concludes our presentation today, the Livermore Fil-Am scholarship event for 2021. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021 and the recipients of the Livermore Fil-Am scholarships. I live with great gratitude to be able to support the youth in my personal work and profession and in programs such as this. Thank you to the Livermore Fil-Am organization, its members, current and past officers, as well as the board of directors. Thank you to the scholarship committee for the time and energy put into this program. And, you know, to the previous scholarship awardees and all the awardees, their friends and families throughout the years. This program has been going on for a long time, a long time. All this support makes this possible and makes Livermore Fil-Am possible. Please know that this program supports the youth in our community and continues to because of donations, and we'll always welcome donations to the Livermore Fil-Am organization. If you want to donate, you can go to livermorefilam.org. I'll say it 3 times so you can remember if I haven't said it enough today. It's livermorefilam.org, livermorefilam.org, livermorefilam.org. Thank you. Once again, thank you so much. Thank you, Auntie Raquel. Thank you, Ate Cristina. Thank you to everyone that showed up today. Thank you all so much. Thank you to the parents of the recipients. Thank you to the recipients themselves. Thank the Lord. Just thank you for a great day. And it's good. It's good to be alive. So very thankful to be alive. You know, there's very much a lot of hope moving forward. So let's live in that.
Yeah. Thank you, Arthur. Well done.
Well thank you.
Done.
Yeah.
Well done.
If I had music, I'd play music so we can, you know, exit out. But, you know, I will talk about maybe some of the future programs that are going to come up really quick. You know, on the calendar this year for 2021, we do have Barrio Fiesta coming back on Sunday, October 3rd in downtown Livermore. It will be safe. It will have all of the, you know, the nuances of and guidelines for a post-COVID world. And then we will do a fall gala, I believe. There will be a fall gala for Livermore Fil-Am. And then there will also be what you mentioned, Auntie, was Caroline. And Caroline is going to come back this year. So that's pretty exciting because not that anything is normal. This is a new time we're in, but it is nice to have some of those old nostalgic pastimes come back that were so fundamental to this organization for so many years. Yeah.
Did you say it's October 3rd?
Sunday, October 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be around noontime, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the day. I know that, is it Livermore Valley Opera that performs that day? Do you guys sometimes have performances in early October?
Yes, I am not very sure. I can't remember the date, but yes, yeah, right. Yeah. But it's always in the, well, it's Sunday, so that's matinee, right? Yeah, so, well, we'll see. We can split our bodies, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Arthur.
Yeah, thank you.
It's time to exit then.
Yes. Well, goodbye, everyone. Farewell. We will see you again.
Christina. Pag makikita mo ako downtown, I'm not good in remembering people, so say hi to me.
I sure will, Auntie. I sure will. Thank you so much. It was an honor and a pleasure to have you join us today. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom.
For sure. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very honored. Yeah. So bye for now.
Okay. Thank you. Take care.
I will. You too.
Bye, Auntie.
Bye.
Bye.